I've been working on a simplicity coat pattern, and I've made this pattern before once. I'm using this fabric that I purchased about like a week ago, and the first time I made the long view, and this time I'm making view C, which is the view that's a little shorter. It does have a lining, and right now I'm at the point where I'm putting the under collar around the neckline. It's going pretty well so far. I haven't really run across too many issues. I messed up because I actually cut the back wrong, but I think I fixed it, so it should be okay. But I'm putting this collar on hoping that I fixed it, because I don't want the collar to be too long or too short and it won't fit, because I cut it out wrong initially. So if this collar will go on just fine, then I think I'll be in the clear. So now this pattern doesn't come with a belt, and I'm hoping that I have enough fabric so that I can add a belt. Because when I'm wearing coats, I like to tie them around the waist just to cinch them in a little bit, especially to keep out the cold. I like this fabric because it's blue and then it has some orange in there, and I think that it would look cute with denim. That's what I had in mind when I first saw it. I was like, oh, that would be cute in denim. And I bought just the very last bit of it from Fabric Outlet and Crafts, and as I have been sewing it, I was like, oh, this fabric would probably make some really cute pants. But I don't think they have any more, or they don't have enough. I don't think. But if I go back to the store, or when I go back to that store, because I know I'll be back, I think I will look and see if they have any more of this fabric, and if they do, I might get some more. It's 100% wool, and it sews up really nicely. I tried to take my time to match up as many of the stripes as possible. And that's the only thing, if I do buy this fabric again to make pants, I don't know how difficult it would be to match up stripes on a pair of pants. I've never done that before. I've only matched stripes on upper garments like tops, and this time a coat. The lining fabric that I'm using is just some broadcloth. I bought the broadcloth fabric from Hobby Lobby, and it's just a brown. It's actually right here. I cut this out. This is actually the back piece. So because I made an error when I was cutting out the back piece, I actually just used the back piece that I did cut out, and then I just traced around it so that I can make sure that the lining would fit the back piece that I cut out, since I cut the back wrong. Okay, so this is what I have so far. So next, I believe I will start working on the collar. I made an extra small, and let me see, made an extra small, and this was supposed to have a tab in the back, but I decided not to put a tab in the back, but I did put like a belt loop in the back, and it's hanging down because I just wanted you to see what it looks like without being tied up. And here's the lining. I had to do the lining a couple of times in the sleeve area. At first it wasn't fitting right, and I think it's because I had the fabric kind of twisted weird, but I finally got it. And let's see what else. The belt did not come with the pattern, but I had enough fabric to add the belt. So I'm happy about that. Oh, I see a long string back here I need to clip. So this is how it looks with the belt. And I really like this fabric with this pair of jeans, or with jeans in general, which is what drew me to the fabric are the colors. I love the blue and the orange together. Let's see, what else did I write down? Oh yeah, the front button. So this does come, or the pattern has markings for you to put a front button. I didn't put the front button. Okay, here's the pockets. I forgot to mention the pockets. I didn't put the front button, but I think I want to go back and add the button. So I did put a mark because I was holding it closed, and I was like, okay, if I do put a button, I'll put the button right here, right here. So I think I may go back and put the button. I just don't know if I have any buttons that I would like with this. I haven't looked at my button stash to see, but I like this. And the fabric that I use is not very heavy. So it's a really thin kind of wool fabric. So it's not like a thick wool. And I was concerned that it wouldn't look like a coat because it was so thin. But when you add the lining, it does give it a little more weight. So that helps. And as you can see, I do have a decent amount left of fabric left. I don't know if it's enough. I was thinking maybe it would be enough to make a skirt, but I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. And this is doubled, so it's a good amount. But yeah, this is the coat, if you want to call it a coat, because it is thin, but I like it. And it gave me just what I was looking for, something that I can pair with some jeans and keep it moving. So yeah, I actually forgot that I was thinking about adding a button. So yeah, I'm gonna actually do that, I think, because I think I would like it better with the button there. I found a button and I already made the buttonhole, so now I'm just going to go ahead and put this button on. I'm gonna sew it by hand. Got my brown thread, and then this coat will be done. Here it is with the button. I wanted to wear this coat today, but I looked on the phone and it said the temperature is going to be 79 degrees. So I was like, okay, not doing that. But here it is, all buttoned. I have my coat on anyway, but that's because I was about to leave to go run some errands. My husband asked me if I would drop off some of his stuff at the cleaners. So I was like, you know what? While I'm at it, I'll just take the coat and then I can have them press it. I don't need them to clean the fabric because I did get the fabric dry clean before I sewed it up. But I think I'm just gonna ask them if they will press it, because as I was sewing it, I was using a pressing cloth. So I feel like it could be a little more crisp if I just go ahead and have them press it out for me. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then I will be all done with this new coat. Let me take this off before I burn up. Okay, so that, and then this is my husband's. He's got a pair of pants and a sweater. Okay, I'll drop this off. Can I just get this pressed only?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
This one dry clean?
Yes, those two just dry cleaned. Thank you so much. You're welcome. We'll drive safely.
I will.
All right.
I will, dog. You do the same, girl.
I will. Thank you.
All right, dog.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
And I'm almost there. I like going to Valvoline because you can drive in and you can stay in your car and they'll work on it while you're in the car. And they usually have a app. And I just kind of
turn right on.
And I just kind of do a search at, oh, you know what I do? I go to Retail Me Not and do a search for a Valvoline coupon, and they usually always have one, and it helps because I think Valvoline is expensive. I do it for the convenience though, because I don't want to have to get out of the car, and I will go ahead and pay the extra just for the convenience of it all. And they're pretty quick. They don't take a whole lot of time. So it says 3 minutes and I'll be there. There's an open bay. A lot of times I have to wait when I pull up to get the oil change, but I don't have to wait this time. Ooh, back it up. I went up too far. Okay, perfect.
Hi. Here for an oil change?
Yes.
Okay, just keep your vehicle running, please. We're gonna start with a quick light inspection.
Okay.
Driver's side turn signal.
Driver's side, that's this side. Okay.
Driver's side.
Oh, I did the passenger side.
Pull back for the high beams.
She said driver's side signal and I did the passenger side. Leave it to me to do the wrong one. So they check your lights and all that good stuff. So I really do like that. Driver's side, okay.
Passenger side.
Okay.
Hit the brakes.
Brakes.
Check.
Let me pull up my coupon while I wait. So I have the Retail Me Not app.
All right, I'm gonna have you pop the hood. Just keep the vehicle running.
Okay. Let's see, I think. Did I pull the right one?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. There's a $12 off full service charge coupons.
And then part of the service is to check your cabin air filter as well. That one's located behind the vehicle's glove box. Is it okay if I come around and check it out?
I'll pass on that one.
No worries.
I had them check
It's gonna be
that.
5.7 quarts, 530 conventional. Tires are going to 36.
They checked my filter before, and then I had the hardest time getting it back in properly. So I won't worry about that right now.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I think I'm okay for now. No, thanks. So they have a lot of things that they can offer you, but a lot of times I don't, take the extra stuff. I stopped at Sprouts while I was out, and I was sharing with my mom that I bought this French roast tea on Amazon. And then when I went to Sprouts, I saw this, and I didn't know they had this. They have this Ticino that has French roast in it already, but it also has hazelnut, vanilla nut, and maca chocolate. I guess that's how you say it. And while I was at Sprouts, I even saw that they had this in there, so I don't have to buy it on Amazon. I can just get it from Sprouts. So I'm about to make a cup of tea right now. But what I did was I took all of the tea bags out of here and put them in this box. And then that way I can just throw this box away. So I'm gonna pick one and try something different. I kind of want to try the vanilla nut. So now I have to see which one the vanilla nut is. And then I also picked up, here it is, some ice cream, because I didn't know they had this chocolate chip flavor. I'm gonna try this out. It's non-dairy and it says no sugar added, so I don't know if that means it's not gonna be sweet or if it's just gonna be a little sweet. So I'll try this out too. Hopefully it's good.